All right, what's up everybody? John from Old Running Farm here. Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we're going to talk about the flower farm. If you have watched our videos in the past, you know that one of the first projects that we ever did on this new property was cut down a whole bunch of trees in preparation for the flower farm. And so far, womp womp, that flower farm has not come to fruition. We spent a lot of time and a lot of money clearing it out. We paid somebody with an excavator to dig out all the stumps. We then paid somebody to bring in loads of fill to raise the grade a little bit. We then paid somebody to bring in soil so that we could hopefully grow something there. And guess what? Nothing grows. So we were then talking about, that's where we're going to put our greenhouse. Oh my God, is that going to change where we put our greenhouse?
Probably. Can't put it in a swamp. Why don't we take them down and show them the swamp?
Let's show you the problem. All right, sorry if it's a little dark. I got sidetracked putting the animals to bed. But so, I mean, you can just see it rained 5 days ago. And even just over here, water over there, water over there, just water everywhere. And so originally we were thinking that this would be a good spot for our flower farm. But now, not so much. And you know, it really stinks because like I said, this was like the first, just heard something moving around in the woods over there. This was like our first project. And it's just kind of sad, you know, this was gonna be like our thing, but now it's stuck. And you know, this is like just something that I'm not sure that, you know, no matter how much fill we bring in here, I just don't know. Like, it would take a lot. We would have to probably raise the grade on this like a foot or more. And it's, you know, like 1,000 square feet or more than that. So it's just difficult to want to find the funds to do that. Now, Catherine wants to put some grass down here and raise some animals. We'll have to see what it's going to take to do that. I'll actually text our guy maybe now and see what he has to say. But anyway, let's head back upstairs. Can I help you?
Oh, Kenny. Hi, Kenny. You're so cute.
This is the biggest, chubbiest, chillest barn cat I've ever seen. Saw your mom walking through the woods earlier.
With him?
2 cats in tow.
Boris used to be a chonk.
Boris was a little chunk. All right, so now that you've seen how terrible everything is down there, just awful, god awful, and wet. Anyway, now we're up here. And so our house is right behind Catherine over there. And we decided that we are now going to put the flower farm up here in this little unassuming patch of, God, you know, our whole property is just covered with leaves and just nothing else. When we first came here, we first looked at this place, it was nothing but leaves. And now there's nothing but leaves. And like, especially now, trees are all gone. I mean, the trees aren't gone. The trees are all, you know, hibernating or whatever they do for the winter. They've let go all of their leaves, and there's just like years and years and years of leaves. So all we see is leaves, 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 leaves. It would be nice to have something different. So we're going to do that over here. Now we were talking about, so as you can see, the little birdhouse is over there behind us. And we were talking about taking down some of these trees anyway, because I mean, you know, there's one little cedar tree. There is what I guess you could call
an apple tree.
An apple tree, more like an apple stick. But you can see there are actually still crab apples in there. So Lord only knows what it's doing. But I mean, other than that, we just have like a couple of maples, and it looks like maybe one hemlock over there. And then there is this one big oak tree that a certain a certain bird would not like us to take down, but I think we're going to have to anyway because it's a rather large oak. And I don't know if we're going to have Anthony take that one down.
Because of the houses?
It's a little close to the house.
But we can assess that.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're going to clear the land behind us. And obviously you can see it's on a bit of a grade. So there is a bit of a grade from like way over there to over here. Not sure exactly what we're going to do, but our plan is still to do raised beds. Because, you know, we have this sawmill here. And we have all these logs. Lots of logs. And, yeah. So our original plan, like I said, was to do raised beds down in the original flower farm, but since it is all washed out, like I'm not really sure. I mean, even if we did bring in a ton of wood chips and raise the grade up or pay somebody to bring stuff in, it would just not be, I think, worth the effort. So even if we did raised beds down there, you know, just the amount of water that's down there, like you saw earlier in the video, is just crazy. And so it rained for 5 days, and then it hasn't rained for a week, and there's still a ton of standing water there. So I think it's both the fact that it's at like the bottom of the hill and that there's like poorly draining soil there, which means it doesn't drain. So like I said, even if we came in and we had somebody dig a trench and dig a big hole and fill it with rocks and have drainage all over the place, who knows if it will actually do anything. So like, why spend thousands of dollars on work that might not work?
But we might do that anyway to hopefully graze animals down there.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because I think if we're going to raise animals down there and just plant grass, I don't think we need to go as crazy. Because if we're just going to plant grass, and maybe then if we do, we can plant some willows down there, you know, not being, because we were concerned about the willows growing big and tall and covering, you know, shading the growing area.
Can you take it?
Come here, you load.
I am a vicious killer.
Rare.
He's utterly unbothered.
All right. So anyway, I think if we do plant grass down there and maybe some willow trees around the edge, I think that would need less drainage because there's many more things that will drink up the water. That's my thought anyway.
Okay.
I don't want to spend a ton of money on it if we're just going to plant grass.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was Catherine saying, yeah, she doesn't quite agree with me.
But we'll get a price.
We'll get a price.
And then we'll discuss it.
All right, so where was I?
Do you think are we going to flower farm over there too, do you think, on the other side of the driveway?
How many dahlias do you have coming in?
I don't know. Maybe I'll get a head count and put it on the screen here. And maybe we'll play some like elevator music and flash through some of what's coming. Oh my God. So you think yes over there?
Well, I think, you know, like we had talked about, if we're going to build nice raised beds over here, we may as well take the trees down over there in preparation. Then that's just going to leave more view of our neighbors, just so you know.
Yeah.
What are we going to do in between the raised beds up here?
Grass, wood chips, gravel? Leave your suggestion in the comments below.
All right, guys, so that's sort of our plan here. I know it's not the most exciting or lengthy video, but hopefully you guys have some ideas. If you have any ideas for like who has really nice looking raised beds, leave them in the comments down below. We'd love to take a look at somebody who has pictures for inspiration, because we're taking a big change from what we initially started to do, or what our initial thought was. And now we're taking a real big right turn, right turn. So any suggestions you guys have would be appreciated.
Maybe we could get on Pinterest together.
Only good things happen when Catherine goes on Pinterest.
Raised garden beds. So it seems like the choices are pretty much to have mulch or gravel or grass. And I feel like I always like the way grass looks. Look at those arches. I'm on Amazon. Yes. I am recording myself. yourself
On video.
on video.
Hi, everybody.
Do you want to come? Oh, look at this. Yes. Oh, here's a good example of, is that gravel? What do you think of that?
Looks like a lot of gravel.
Yeah. So the other thing we really have to decide is if when John finishes clearing that space, oh, look at this. I do think we're going to have some arbors in there. That is just beautiful. Gravel again. If we're going to have like a design where the beds are all just in a line or something more interesting. Is that, that's mulch?
There's sand.
Here's another gravel. Look how cute that is.
There's another one that's on
Which one?
the
Oh, look
Yeah.
at this. Lovely.
Well, I like the thickness. Those are like beams.
Yeah, 4x4s, but I don't think we
those
need...
are like 8x8s.
Are they?
Yeah.
John's a wood expert. So
I know my wood.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a really interesting design, like on angles.
Do you know what I'm noticing about all the ones that you like?
Gravel. But look, let's find some with grass. I think if I searched raised...
Oh, it's time.
All right,
Well, you take it.
raised beds with flowers. I think we're going to see some more options with grass. Oh yeah, here's one. Look at this. Super pretty. It's even got a bus in the background, so we feel just at home there. It does seem like most people are putting gravel between the beds. Oh, look at this one. I think this is an AI generated image, so does it really count? Cute though. It's not really raised beds. Here's one. Hello? That looks like Giada de Laurentiis, doesn't it? I mean, if that's not the goal, I don't know what is. Okay, well, let's stop on this high note. It does seem like I kind of prefer gravel, but I didn't see a lot of good examples of grass, and I swear they're out there. Raised beds with grass between. Here. Ooh, lovely. See, that looks nice. And our friend over at Cozy, oh look at those, pretty. Our friend over at Cozy Oaks has gravel in between her beds. I was just sort of trying to cheap out and not have to buy a bunch of gravel. Ooh, brick, how about that, huh? What is that? Ooh, oh, brick again. Ooh, how nice is that? Really pretty. Suburban garden oasis plants. Sign me up. It's pretty, right? Really nice. Ooh, look at this. All right, I gotta go help John with watering the alpacas.